Hello, Kubrick Lover 1972 here. I think I did a video maybe a few weeks ago, not quite sure, um, fairly recently. I believe there were a few poetry videos, and uh, maybe I can cajole myself into doing more, getting myself on the horse and, moving myself along. Anyways, this video consists of two well, two Blu-ray purchases that I bought and some shout outs. So I'll start with the Blu-rays and then I'll give my shout out. So first of all, I've seen this movie before and I was at Best Buy today and I bought this one and it was pretty good price. It was like $8 and it was in the Blu-ray bins. They had those bins and I thought it wasn't bad because anyways, it's Halloween and it has let's see, how do I get it? So it has a commentary with John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, and producer Deborah Hill. It's got fast film facts, Halloween, a cut above the rest featurette, trailer, TV spots, and radio spots. And I'm sure there's other Blu-rays or DVDs that have a much more series of stuff regarding Halloween. Maybe I should have bought that kind of an edition, because when I usually buy DVDs now basically I'm buying Blu-rays is usually when I buy a movie I'm gonna buy it with all the best edition, with everything you can get, because I love watching all that kind of stuff, the making of the movie and commentaries. Sometimes commentaries can be bad, but there are a lot of good commentaries out there too. So I just like that, and I thought for $8 and for what looking at the features on the back, I don't think it was a bad deal. I thought it was pretty good thing, and I have this on video cassette, but on Blu-ray this probably looks pretty good. So I'm looking forward to watching this again at some point. And I guess that's appropriate because Halloween's coming up. So second one is Dean a DVD bought this. I'm not sure, Dean, if you bought this at Best Buy or somewhere else, but it was approximately $15. Well, it was about $15. It's a all the Saw movies, and Saws, 1 through 7. So I've only seen Saw 1, and I have Saw 1 and 2 on DVD, but I thought maybe I should try looking at these and see what they look like. Um, 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 saw Saw 1 I saw in the movie theater. It was like what at the multiplex nearby. I don't know if they, well, I think they are doing it a little bit right now, but for a while they had been showing classic movies. Saw is a relatively new movie somewhat, but they're showing movies like Godfather 2, Doctor Strangelove, Scarface, De Palma. They were showing Lawrence of Arabia. They're showing Taxi Driver. They were showing Rear Window. They were showing I don't remember other films too. I wish I could remember them all, but some films they've shown there are old movies. Sometimes they show them there, and they also show operas there. I've seen a few operas, basically Wagner operas, and then I've seen the riff tracks thing, which is It's where these three guys, they do a commentary of a really bad movie. The last one I saw was The Room, which was hilarious. And the one before that was Godzilla, which was the one with Matthew Broderick, which is it's a pretty horrible movie, I would say. But it's kind of funny. And then at the end of the month, I'm going there to see Roger Waters' The Wall, which I'm looking forward to. They showed Led Zeppelin there in concert, the 2007 concert. I think it was 2007. I've heard that on CD, but I've never seen the actual video concert. And it was showing there one night. We saw Lincoln. Maybe we should have seen Led Zeppelin. It must have looked fantastic on a big screen. But so, anyways, that's the pickups. So I'll give the shout outs now, which is, Dean of DVD is like a fantastic person. He's very good at explaining why he likes films, and he shows pretty interesting films. And I watch, of the ones I watch consistently, I watch his pretty consistently, and I leave a lot of comments on. I don't know, a lot. I leave a comment or comment or two on his videos. Like recently, I've seen one of his videos, but I think I didn't see a few of his other ones that, like, he released them all within the same day or something like that. Another person I'll mention is Channel Dawnstar, who's Roger. I watched one of his videos, just a short video. It's like a 5-minute, 2-minute, I don't know, short one. I know he makes these really long ones, so I don't know. I wouldn't mind watching them. I just, a lot of time, to watch them. I don't know. Anyways, I think he's a pretty interesting guy because I saw him on Google Hangouts, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Another person I'll mention is Falagar. I think that's the way you say your YouTube name, Sammy, who is holding some of these Google Hangouts. And then Channel Dawnstar did one last night, which I think I watched a majority of the Channel Dawnstar one. Who else? Frey Passer. I watch him a fair amount. I'm not saying that I'm trying to avoid all these, videos. It's just I subscribe to so many people, and other ones like Watch Mojo, for example, that I don't know. It's just a lot of time, to watch all this stuff. So, anyways, I'll come back with another video at some point. Hope I'll try to come out with one soon. I've been doing these poetry ones, which are different in a way because you don't see me, you hear my voice, and you see a bunch of images. So I don't know. Anyways, this is Kubrick Lover 1972 signing off, and this conversation can serve no further purpose. Goodbye. Oh, hi. As a footnote, I forgot to say some things. One other person I want to give a shout out to, which is Aaron Pym. He's a pretty interesting guy. He's got, he shows some pretty interesting videos. Anyways, shout out to you too, Aaron. And the last thing I'll say is a friend of mine recently suggested to me this music website called Spotify. And I think it's not bad because you can access pretty much a lot of stuff, all kinds of genres of music if you're really into music. And there's also comedy, and there's spoken word, and there's language thing, like if you want to learn a language. But it comes two ways. It's either free, but in order to have it free, you have to have commercials played, and you can't take the music with you. Like if you're offline or whatever, you can't do it that way. And then there's, I think it's called premium, and you pay $10 a month, and you don't get commercials, and you get to keep the songs. And I think, and there are a few other things that you get besides just no commercials and keeping songs. But um, I think it's great, and I've been listening to tons of stuff on it already. You know, Miles Davis, Allman Brothers. Who else have I been listening to? Iggy Pop. Um, um, oh, the Clash. I can't remember who I. Oh, Rolling Stones. Some of that stuff, everybody knows, but like some of it's off the beaten path. Maybe Iggy Pop. I don't know if you hear Iggy Pop a lot on the radio. And then you have, spoken, like, comedy, for example. I really have only listened to one comedian off of there, but that was Jim Gaffigan, who I find is pretty funny. And there's also a Woody Allen one, which I've heard a small portion of, but it's quite good. It's pretty funny. So I highly recommend Spotify. Take a look at it, and you know, free music. Can't beat that, right? So, okay, so this is Cooper Glover, 1972, signing off, and this conversation could serve no further purpose. Goodbye.